Get ready for the news that's shaking the entertainment world. Starz Entertainment has just closed the books on its first year as a standalone company, and the numbers show a significant shift. We dive into the financial details as Starz Entertainment reports its first-year results, looking at the revenue figures and the widening net loss after its separation from Lionsgate.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the massive shifts happening in the Star Wars universe. Has streaming truly killed the franchise? We explore the return of Darth Maul with the new series Maul, Shadow Lord, and what this signals for the future of big-screen Star Wars experiences. The streaming wars are heating up globally. NBCUniversal's Hayu is making a bold expansion into New Zealand, bringing exclusive content like Hacks and Below Deck to a new audience. We break down why this move is a huge signal in the intense competition between streaming giants. And finally, a massive shakeup in media leadership. Byron Allen is making a huge move, acquiring a majority stake in BuzzFeed and taking over as CEO. Find out his ambitious vision for expanding BuzzFeed into a premier free video streaming service. Stay with us for all the latest. Starz Entertainment has concluded its first year as a standalone entity following its separation from Lionsgate, reporting lower overall revenues and a widened net loss, though the company projects positive year-over-year streaming growth for 2026. For the first quarter ending March 31, 2026, Starz Entertainment recorded $307 million in total revenues, a decrease from $330.6 million in the same period last year. Streaming revenue for the quarter totaled $211.1 million, down from $223.4 million in the prior year. Linear TV revenue also declined, reaching $95.8 million compared to $102.8 million in the first quarter of 2025. Operating performance reflected increased expenses, with the operating loss widening to $152.8 million from $142.3 million the previous year, partially attributed to higher interest expenses. The overall net loss grew to $165 million, up from $153 million a year ago. Adjusted OIBDA for Starz Networks reached $92 million, significantly up from $58 million in the first quarter of 2025. Jeffrey Hirsch, president and CEO of Starz, stated that the company is structurally stronger 1 year after the separation, emphasizing disciplined execution against financial priorities. Hirsch also disclosed that Starz is exiting a 2-year licensing deal with Universal Filmed Entertainment Group, set to run through 2028. He noted that viewership for these titles on Starz platforms has been lower than projected due to significant overlap with subscriber viewership on Amazon. To mitigate revenue loss from these titles, Starz plans to acquire new film content from competing sources. The company is focusing on growing its streaming subscriber base through new scripted series, including Outlander and Power Book III, Raising Kanan, alongside the upcoming July 2026 premiere of Starz-owned Fightland. A key strategic focus remains building out its proprietary content library and increasing ownership of originals to enhance long-term profitability. The landscape of Star Wars is undergoing a significant transformation, with questions emerging about whether the shift towards streaming and expanded content is diminishing the traditional cinematic experience. The recent release of the animated series Maul, Shadow Lord, while receiving decent critical reception, highlights a broader trend where significant characters are being transitioned to direct-to-streaming series rather than theatrical features, with actors like Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen reprising their roles in various spin-offs. This move reflects a wider industry trend where studios are increasingly leveraging creative assets to sustain streaming services, a strategy that has drawn criticism. Some industry figures, such as Liam Neeson, have voiced disillusionment, suggesting that the insistence on confining Star Wars content to television has eroded its cultural cache, shifting it from a collection of must-see cinematic events to a steady stream of weekly content that risks feeling like homework. The future of the big-screen Star Wars experience appears particularly uncertain. With The Mandalorian and Grogu being a continuation of a television show, future installments risk abandoning the episodic structure for mere tie-ins, resulting in a diminished final product that lacks the cinematic awe once synonymous with the franchise. This direction is paralleled by a move towards more subdued filmmaking sensibilities, favoring in-house directors and safer content. Furthermore, there is a noticeable trend of placating backlash against more engaging projects, such as The Acolyte, suggesting a reluctance to engage with complex narratives reflective of current events. Analysts suggest that unless Lucasfilm focuses on new galactic frontiers rather than revisiting established storylines, the franchise may need a fundamental recalibration. The debate rages over whether Star Wars should embrace this shift or risk being fragmented, potentially leading to a future where its legacy is explored through a series of disconnected pieces. The streaming landscape in New Zealand is heating up as global media giants intensify their competition. NBCUniversal's Hayu is making a significant strategic move by expanding its service beyond its traditional reality TV focus, signaling a major push into general entertainment. Hayu, which launched in October 2023, offering exclusive reality series like Below Deck and Real Housewives, is relaunching as a comprehensive platform. The refreshed Hayu will now feature a broader content library, including major movies, TV series, and premium scripted shows such as Hacks, Prisoner, and The 5-Star Weekend. This expansion is a direct response to escalating streaming wars against competitors like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney+, Neon, TVNZ+, and YouTube. Hendrik McDermott, International DTC NBCUniversal Managing Director, explained the rationale, stating that New Zealand presented an opportunity to evolve the service by catering to a female-skewing general entertainment audience, capitalizing on the region's strong existing interest in reality television. McDermott expressed satisfaction with the momentum generated since late 2023. Hayu is the first of its kind to significantly diversify its offerings in New Zealand. The expanded catalog will feature popular shows such as The Office, Parks and Recreation, Will and Grace, Suits, House, and Downton Abbey, alongside Universal movies like Jurassic World Rebirth and How to Train Your Dragon, available in a pay-one window. Hayu currently costs $9.99 per month, with new subscribers facing a $10.99 monthly fee for access to the expanded content. The service operates in 45 global markets, making New Zealand a key expansion territory. Meanwhile, Warner Bros. Discovery's HBO Max is also entering the market, set to launch on June 16, shifting content from its Neon platform. Pricing details for HBO Max in New Zealand remain unannounced, though it is noted that the service is already priced in Australia between $11.99 and $821.99 per month. Byron Allen is set to take the helm as the new chairman and chief executive officer of BuzzFeed, following the acquisition of a majority stake in the company for $120 million. The deal was finalized with Allen Family Digital, an affiliate of Allen's family office, granting them approximately 52% ownership of BuzzFeed upon completion, which is currently projected for the end of May 2026. This transition marks a significant shift in BuzzFeed's leadership. Founder and CEO Jonah Peretti will step down and transition into a new role as president of BuzzFeed AI. Allen is slated to build on BuzzFeed's established viral brand by aggressively expanding the company into a premier free video streaming service with a stated goal of challenging YouTube. Allen articulated his vision, aiming to leverage AI to expand the platform into free streaming video, audio, and user-generated content, building upon the foundation set by BuzzFeed and HuffPost. Peretti expressed confidence in Allen's extensive media experience, noting that his vision and commitment to premium content position him well to lead the organization. In related developments, CBS has announced that Allen Media Group's comedy talk show, Comics Unleashed, will occupy Stephen Colbert's 11:35 p.m. ET slot nightly starting May 22. Furthermore, BuzzFeed is planning substantial structural changes, including cost reductions and the establishment of a dedicated video department, with BuzzFeed Studios set to house a growing slate of content including micro-dramas, animation, and feature films. Peretti will shift his focus to developing the company's products and technology to navigate the AI era, following 2 decades as CEO. BuzzFeed's recent financial performance showed a decline, with the first quarter reporting $31.6 million in revenue, a 12.4% year-over-year decrease, and time spent on content falling to 60.6 million hours, reflecting a 10.7% drop from the first quarter of 2025.